Well, you know something, guys? Some people might say this is an inordinate amount of drinking. And those people might be right. But I'm a lawman. Callahan, reporting for duty. Guys, the wife and the kids, in a miraculous twist of fate, decide to go out on a Friday night. Oh my God. What a treasure. What a pleasure. What a sip of Jack and Coke, God damn it. Oh, yeah. I had to pinch myself. I thought I was dreaming. That's right, the wife is out. You hear that, coppers? Ball breaker on the loose! What is that? What was that? Central Park? What happened? All right. Let me tell you something. Ever since I got this new dog, to walk out to this shed at night is like playing that game Minesweeper on your computer. Okay? You never know when you're going to step on a pile of fucking steaming dog shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I got news for you. I got a puppy. He's like 6 pounds. He takes the kind of shits that would make an elephant blush. My God. I tell you what. When I take him, I got to take him out in the morning so he can take his morning shit. Yeah, before I even get to take my morning shit. And I got these, my wife bought these doggy bags. You do like this. You wrap them around your hand and then you pick it up. I'm like, oh, fucking great. I got to tell you what. It's one of my guilty pleasures in life. Oh, yeah. You go out on a freezing cold morning. The dog drops a fucking Tom Carvel on the goddamn grass. I take that doggy bag and I pick it up. It's warm. You understand? The only thing separating my hand from a pile of dog shit is about like 3 microns of plastic. And I find myself squishing it around. And oh, it feels so nice in the hand. What? Oh, yes. Listen. Growing up, we had a lady on the block. Her name was Mrs. Lynch. I'm sure everybody had this old coot. She was like 90 years old. You understand? She had the stockings that old women for some reason would only roll halfway up their leg with their flea-bitten legs. I mean, you know, varicose veins popping out. Blue and purple. Do you understand the horrors? And she would wear this trench coat. It was like made out of wool, I think. This woman was like straight out of Ukraine. Just the antenna over. A woman collapsed. Oh, the end? Oh, jeez. Can we get some real crime around here? So where was I? Oh yeah, she would wear this trench coat, and the woman smelled like a pile of piss. Do you understand? Old person, you understand? She had a Doberman Pinscher the size of a horse. Okay? And she would pick up the dog shit with like these bags that you would use for produce. They were clear bags. Okay? You understand? You know how you get like these bags at the supermarket? And there would be like 4 of the biggest steaming logs you've ever seen. They would steam up the bag, and she'd come over and talk to you. Oh yeah, with hand gestures and everything, logs flying around. It looked like somebody opened up a can of that phony peanut brittle right into the bag. Oh my God. And she would come over and talk to you for hours, and all you could do was just stare at this steaming bag of shit. Yeah. Oh my God. And on Halloween, she'd give you the fucking can of grapefruit juice. You understand what I'm saying? And then we would just sit there and fill her mailbox full of shaving cream. Like, yeah, fuck you, asshole. Can of grapefruit juice on Halloween? What are we doing here? Roll the theme song.
When the first is out there, I like to send a song or something like that to all the ladies out there. This goes out to you, I tell you.
Oh, it's Marquis on the bass.
No way, for you to stop me now. I'm the kind of guy that could really turn you on.
Woo!
Give you so much love.
All right. Get out of here. Enough already. I don't think you understand the gravity of this program that we're going to have for you today, okay? This is going to be an earth-shattering program that's years in the making. And yes, how is that possible? Years in the making. Yes, there are shows that are years in the making, and you're about to see it right here. We got this in the mail the other day. God knows when we ordered it. Coming to you directly from the UK. We purchased this, yes, from Data Discs. Right. London, yes. Here we go. Home of Jack the Ripper. Isn't that ironic? I lost my piece. I'm lucky it didn't go off. Hold on a second here. Jesus Christ. Yes. There we go. Guys, would you look at this? Would you look at this? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. It comes with stickers, too. Okay. The soundtrack for Radiant Silvergun. Radiant Silvergun for the Sega soundtrack. I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed by the cover. Why couldn't they make it exactly? Let me tell you something right now. How many people do you know that carry around a copy of Radiant Silvergun in their hip pocket? Look at this, guys. It's one of the greatest cover arts of all time. Yes. Look at the atmosphere and these spaceships flying through the atmosphere. Oh my, it's gorgeous! These rocket-powered aerodynamic shapes. I mean, good God, look at the little halo around the thruster there. I'm in! I'm in. And when it comes to Radiant Silvergun, guys, I got news for you right now. Okay? Do I need the Radiant Silvergun soundtrack? Not really. What did I always think about Radiant Silvergun music? I thought it was wishy-washy, didn't I? It's very atmospheric. It's very blending into the background. It's very kind of unnoticeable. Yeah, sure, the first level, right? Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba ba. But you're gonna hear that a lot because you're gonna die a lot. And I actually, that was a tribute to The Last Gamer because I saw him open up this record. Okay? And he did the exact same thing. But that's what you think of. You think of that very first track. So here we go. Japanese receiver, Japanese speakers. Does it get more Japanese than Radiant Silvergun? Let's open this up. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's got the obi on it, right? Spine cod. This better be good. You're wasting my time! Here we go. What does it come with? Oh, yes. This should have been the cover. This should have been the cover. Look at that. Oh, my. If that doesn't inspire all the possibilities of what mankind has to offer. Oh, that's gorgeous. What's on the back? Oh, yeah. Then their cover. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But what we'll do is we'll play the first track, right? And then we'll drop the needle on a B-side. Yes, that's what we'll do. And what did we do? We missed out on the splatter black and orange vinyl, but we got the orange vinyl, right? This was a hot cake seller. One of the viewers told me about it, and I jumped on it right away, but we only managed to get the orange vinyl. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Here we go. Yes. Love you to pieces. By the way, the composer of this music, what's his name? Okay, I have this. I pulled this up. Let's see what we got here. Hitoshi Sakimoto. Okay? Are you ready for the discography on this guy? Here we go. Devilish. Sega Genesis, right? Yes. Magical Chase. TurboGrafx 16. Yes. Gauntlet 4, Mega Drive, yes. Ogre Battle, yes. Tactics Ogre, yes. Bloody Roar, yes. Final Fantasy Tactics, Radiant Silvergun, of course. Ogre Battle 64, Vagrant Story, Tactics Ogre. It goes Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Gradius 5! We're done here. Sip of Jack and Coke. Sip of Jack and Coke. Okay, I think we're right here. He hits the mark. Oh, it takes you right back. That timbales? Guys, this is composing. Don't you understand? He's hitting bells. These big cylindrical bells with hammers. Ding dong ding. You know, I got news for you right now. This is very, very epic music. Do you understand? No? Okay. But I gotta tell you, as you play Radiant Silvergun, I have to admit, the last thing I ever thought about was the music. And that's not to be an insult. It's not to be an insult, even though this guy composed for Final Fantasy XII. Am I incorrect on that one? So let's drop the needle. To me, the music was perfectly... Side C! Yeah, here we go. Let's drop the needle. I can't believe how we hit our marks. Oh, that's good. Alright, it's good. It's good. Come on, guys. Hold on a sec. Let's drop the needle again. This is what we're talking about, okay? There wasn't an ounce of time wasted on this soundtrack. Do you understand? The meaning, the epicness of this game is incredible, and that's what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about dare I say, one of the top 5 shooters of all time. Radiant Silvergun. Now, I got a little piece of news for you right now. The first time I played Radiant Silvergun, I shut it off. I think I got up to the first boss, and I shut it off. The idea that you got all your power-ups right at the start of the game was overwhelming to me. I love the idea of picking up power-ups. You know why? Because I'm of the old school shooter structure of gaming. Yes. But Treasure, didn't they do something special here? Yes. And they did it at an unusual time. Where Treasure was an action platforming developer? Sega was on their case to develop an arcade game. And what did the people at Treasure do? They decided to flip it up and develop a shoot 'em up, which was basically unheard of for the time. At that time, everybody wanted the 3D graphics, right? They wanted nobody wanted a shooter game anymore. It was considered passé. But Treasure went for it because their development team of 10 people, Radiant Silvergun, we're all big time fans of the genre. Yes, and the director himself said one of the main inspirations, and doesn't it all come back, was the shooters of yore. One of them being, and the biggest influence on this game, Image Fight. Sip a Jack and Coke for Image Fight. And doing research on this game, that's where I got the shiver and tingle down my spine. Because then I started to imagine Image Fight as I played this game. And it's all there. The shape of those square robots that come out. The very squareness of those robots. That design. That's Image Fight. It's Image Fight written all over it.
この宇宙巡洋艦テトラが新型戦闘機3機を
But the game starts you off with all of your weapons ready to go at a touch of a button. 6 buttons on the Saturn controller. Every button's like a different weapon. You have 7 different weapons. You have what I call like a crystal. It looks like a crystal homing shot. You have a pointed laser. Circa Truxton, almost like a homing laser. You have a fire. Listen, you have a Vulcan shot that comes out the front, a Vulcan shot that comes out the back. You have targeting missiles, or targeting lasers, perhaps. And you have this amazing 45-degree spread shot that's oh so powerful. My favorite weapon in the game. Yes. But you also have color-coded enemies. What are they? Blue, yellow, red, I don't know. But if you shoot those enemies in chains, you shoot a group of red. And then you wait and you shoot another. It's almost like the game rewards you for not shooting certain enemies. And you shoot another group of red, you get a chain attack bonus. Which then upgrades your main weapon. Whatever weapon you used at the time to make that chain kill. And you keep that for the remainder of the game. The coup de grace is the button presses you can combine together. And you have like this sword attack that can absorb pink bullets. You absorb 10 pink bullets and you get this amazing like scissor attack. That renders you invincible for a few seconds. This is fucking incredible. Guys, and the Sega Saturn is pouring on the coals. Do you get it? The capacitors are popping. Number one, the animation. I don't know a fucking goddamn thing about the intro scene. I have no idea, but I watched it. I was like, this is fantastic animation. I don't know who's responsible. They shopped it out to somebody. I don't know. What are you gonna do? Fucking incredible animations. Cutscenes. You understand? And what you need to understand is they hired professional gunslingers of the genre. They hired professional shooter gunslingers. You understand? Guys that won competitions. They hired these guys to come down and play Radiant Silvergun and tweak it as needed. So do you understand that all the weapons are in perfect balance? This game is tuned like a Holly carburetor. Tack on sprite and polygon type graphics, which, by the way, I believe that they do stand up to the test of time. I didn't believe that the first time I played Radiant Silvergun. I saw polygons, I was like, I'm out. But now I see polygons and I'm in. Okay? The bosses have like multiple appendages that you can fire at. You understand? And you can kill them in different ways to gain these incredible like points multipliers. The game is so deep, I haven't even scratched the surface. And here we go. I played it for about 2 weeks. And I beat about 15 bosses. And I said to myself, hey, I must have been right close to the end. And I tell you something, I was banging my head against the wall because I kept on getting a little further, a little further, a little further. I said, I wiped out 15 bosses. I must be done. I must have been so close to the end. And then I did what I never did before. Because, listen, I'm trying to run the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization here. I don't have time to play Radiant Silvergun for 2 weeks. I have to focus on something else. And this was the heartbreaker to me. I went on YouTube and I watched a long play of this game. And when I realized that I only got about a third of the way into the game, I'm fucking hammered. I realized that I only been about a third of the way into the game, and it shocked me with horror. I said, oh my God, there's another 2/3 to this game? Because it made me realize the scale of the game. It made me realize that I hadn't even scratched the surface. It made me realize that I didn't want to give up at that point. But I started to watch because I had to do my research. And oh my Christ. I watched this game, and I tell you what, by the end of the game, I was nearly in tears. And I wasn't in tears because of the fucking story. I was in tears because of what was put into this game. The love. The love! Treasure, guys! Hats off! Hats off to Treasure! It showed me, this game showed me that there are no, if you see a bad game out there, okay, it's because there's no excuse. Like I used to think, oh, they tried their hardest to make a good game and it came out bad. No, that doesn't happen. Do you understand? When you try your hardest, it's always a good game. And doesn't Treasure know how to present that? And it shows me that game developers, it's not a mistake. It's not an accident when a game is horrible. A game is horrible for a reason. It's because no time went into it. The people that were involved weren't the right people. The developers didn't give a shit. The people that developed Radiant Silvergun, these 10 characters were all big fans of the genre. And they wanted to make that comeback shooter. And they did it with Radiant Silvergun. It's picture time. Guys, and what did we bring out for picture time? We brought out the old Jap Saturn. Yes, because we are celebrating Japan this month. Are we really celebrating Japan? I don't know. I am. Yes, and I'm ripping my RCA cord for my Japanese Saturn so that we can play stereo sound directly through the Sansui as it was intended to be. Auxiliary. By the way, this was the predecessor to Ikaruga, right? Ikaruga was the spiritual sequel to Radiant Silvergun. And don't you notice the transitions between levels? They're very reminiscent of Ikaruga. Ikaruga being a beautiful, beautiful shooter that I played on the GameCube. I love playing it on the GameCube. Never played it on the Dreamcast. Own it for the Dreamcast. Never played it on the Dreamcast because we don't have a Japanese Dreamcast yet. But boy, did I enjoy playing it on the GameCube. Here we go. Yes. Oh, look at this. You turn it on and it greets you by saying 1994. It's a time machine! It's the time machine I've been waiting for. If you listen, you guys out there, if you're not a, if you to own a Saturn, if you want to, you should own a Saturn for nothing less than having that 1994 on the screen. Come on, let's do it. Let's listen to some Silverchag, shall we? While we're at it. Let's have a little fun, huh? Alright, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. We go to the options. Alright, listen. I'm giving myself... Listen. Saturn, game mode Saturn, normal, okay? Yes? That's illegal, right? I'm sorry, I'm giving myself 10 guys. You go fuck yourself! Oh, give it to me, baby. Okay. Homing shot right out of the gate. Yes, yes, yes. But then I... Yes, yes. Then I go right into this, baby. Spread shot, 45-degree angle. Why not? I'm playing at 45 degrees.
新型戦闘機3機を搭載しているとはいえ、今回の帰還は大きな賭けである。 違
I don't know what he's saying, but it's important.
い正面からの戦闘は
Yes.
避けねばならぬのだ
No concentrated laser. Look at that fireball. Out of here, bitch! You think you did great, right? No, destruction rate only 30%. Here we go. Homing shot. Into this, yes. Yes, 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 yes. There you go. Out of here. Yes. Out of here. Okay. Oh, yes! My super shot. Here we go. Ready, guys? All right. I don't have what it takes. Here we go. Open up the gates of hell. Yes. I love this laser. By the here's the forward shot, but I love this laser. Here we go. Yes, yes. 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 Beautiful sound effects in this game, guys. Here we go. Ah! Take that, you bitch! Oh my god. Okay, weapons. You want to see weapons, right? Okay. Forward shot, backward shot. We got this homing thing right here. Wait a second, hold on. Alright. Here we go, suck a big dick! Guy out of here. I love this weapon right here. Here we go, here we go. Everybody suck a big dick. Oh! Yes, yes. Yes. Oh, come on. Yes. Eat shit, bitch! Alright, we got time. Do we got time for this? No, that's it. That's enough of that. Jesus Christ, we could be here all day. So you're saying to me, Bithead 1000, why are you wasting my fucking time? By unplugging the stereo unnecessarily. Where are my lights? You You're saying, yeah, you got the data discs. We all got the fucking data disc, right? Yeah, you played a little Radiant Silvergun. And by the way, did I talk about the final boss? I watched the final boss battle. Okay, it was like this 3D experience in a shooter, in a 2D shooter, of this guy running. This like spirit force running. Oh, number one, it was like you fight like a phoenix or an eagle, or I don't know what it was, and it's shooting these spikes down, and this is bullet hell. This is every genre of shooter you could possibly know of. Between all the weapon systems and the bullet hell and the puzzle kind of... It's everything that a shooter has to offer. And then you look at this final boss battle and this fucking guy... You're chasing this guy down who's running. You're like, where am I? Virtual reality? Am I in hell? And he's doing these attacks where he's shooting these spikes down at you, and you're saying, this is impossible. This is impossible. This is my first attempt at Radiant Silvergun. I think for any fan of the shooter genre, Radiant Silvergun should be your bucket list game to complete. How about that? How about that? Sure, a bit on 1000, you played a little Radiant Silvergun, you played a little bit of the soundtrack, but guess what I didn't play? Here we go, folks. This is the sacred VCR tape that we received from a very special country, Japanland, okay? And the guy that sent it to me didn't even know what was on the tape, but he believed that it was Radiant Silvergun related, okay? We got this over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe longer than that. And I've been waiting just for this moment to present it to you in the spirit of Radiant Silvergun. Here we go. It's an experience that very few gamers have experienced. I don't know. Listen, let me drink. Maybe if I drink some more, I'll be more cognitive. So let's pull out the old VCR and see if we can't chew this tape to shit. By the way, sip a Jack and Coke to the Japanese Saturn. Have you ever seen a more beautiful console? This is right up here. Turbo Duo number 1. Japanese Saturn number 2. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Yes. Okay. Guys, I you know what? I'm sick and tired of this shit. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We're talking shooters! We're talking shooters here. Throw your guns in the air. We put up picture for no reason whatsoever. Got a tape in there. Hey, it happens. What is this? Anal debutantes? Alright, here we go. Rewind. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
西暦2520年7月14日、世界は消滅した。宇宙巡洋艦テトラ乗組員4名、1体のロボノイド、そして2つの謎を残している。
He's using my technique! Can you imagine seeing this videotape back in that time?
次々と現れては襲いかかってくるボス。これまでのシューティングゲームの常識を覆す怒涛の連続ボスラッシュが繰り広げられていく。この世界の中でプレイヤーは今までにない興奮と驚きを覚えることだろう。 つのボタンを組み合わせて押すことで使える7種類の武器。7種類を使い分けてボスラッシュに立ち向かっていく。さらにそれぞれの武器は敵を倒した経験値でパワーアップが図られていく。同じ武器でもゲーム序盤と終盤とではその威力に格段の違いが現れることになるのだ。
Oh my god, look at
全
this.
ての謎を
Look
解
at
き明か
this.
す最後の戦いが始まる。新世紀シューティングゲームレイディアント・シルバーガン。全てをやり遂げた今やっと見えてきた。なぜ我々がここにいるのかな。
Oh, God bless him. They didn't show it. They didn't show any of the final boss. Oh, I thought they were going to play it in English.
世
All
界が
right.
消滅した宇宙巡洋艦テトラ乗組の
All right, you're out of here. Never seen before by Western eyes. That's right. Radiant Silvergun. Trailer coming at you on VCR tape. Do you know that you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face!